Hello, everyone. 25 days to Christmas countdown, our daily devotional. And Brandon and I are here together.
Back together again.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
I don't know that song.
You don't know Peaches and Joy?
No.
Oh, you got to go look it up. Great song. So we are back together, reunited. And we are in Luke chapter 2. So we've been looking through the account of Jesus' birth in Luke chapter 1, and now we are in Luke chapter 2, and so it's getting exciting. We're getting close to Christmas, and doing these devotions with you has been great.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I've enjoyed it.
It's been great, and we're so glad during this Advent season to focus on Jesus and His coming and what it means to us. So Brandon is going to read Luke chapter 2, verses 1 through 7.
1 through 7. Here we go. So in those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. This was the first census that took place while Quirinius was governor of Syria, and everyone went to their own town to register. So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and line of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloth and placed him in a manger because there was no guest room available for them.
So what is that? What does that mean to you, Brandon? I love the part where it says he was in a manger.
Yeah, so we were talking a little bit about just the humbleness of how Christ came, the lowness almost of the situation where he came. He was born in a manger, a feeding trough of animals. We know that word inn can also be translated as a guest house. So they stayed in someone's guest house, maybe out back or whatever, in a little unknown town of Bethlehem. We joked before, it'd be like someone today being born out in Pulteneyville or something. No one would have known where that was. And so the humility of how Christ came in that position said something of the kind of Savior that he was.
And here's something that I want you to think about as we've read that, and think about the humility of Christ and the way the Savior of the world was born.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to think about how that relates to you, that the Savior of the world relates to all of us. Because really, if Jesus was born in a palace, royalty or in a palace, I couldn't relate to him.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that God chose humility and the most meager conditions to be born. Mm-hmm. And that relates to everyone. Yeah. So I want you to think about how that relates to you today, that God can relate to you and what that means to you today.
Yeah.
So, good. We hope you guys enjoyed that. God bless you.